What if everything you were taught about success, about money, power, and control was only a convenient lie? What if real power comes not from playing fair, but from playing to win? The Italian philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli didn't just whisper secrets of survival. He shouted the truth about how the world really works. And most people weren't ready to hear it. In this in-depth exploration, we unravel the most unsettling but eye-opening truths Machiavelli ever revealed. Truths about wealth, authority, manipulation, and dominance. This is not about conspiracy. This is not about moral codes. This is about raw power, how it's gained, used, and abused through the lens of Niccolò Machiavelli's own words. The price of power in Machiavelli's world. Machiavelli lived in a time of savage power struggles, betrayals, and shifting alliances. In Renaissance Florence, wealth and violence often went hand in hand. Power wasn't earned through virtue. It was taken through cunning, fear, and political skill. He observed how money wasn't just a tool for survival. It was the lever of influence. A prince without funds could not arm his people, reward his allies, or punish his enemies. In The Prince, Machiavelli insisted that control over wealth was essential for control over people. According to him, rulers fall when they rely on the wealth or goodwill of others. The wise leader secures wealth and uses it strategically, not generously. Money is loyalty's true master. Men are less hesitant about offending someone who makes himself loved than someone who makes himself feared. But Machiavelli also knew that money, even more than fear, could command loyalty, as long as it was distributed wisely. He wrote that people are quick to change their loyalties when they see an opportunity to gain. Morality can be sold. Honor can be negotiated. When wealth is at stake, even family bonds become fragile. In Discourses on Livy, he warns of citizens who serve the Republic not out of love or duty, but for what they can extract from it. Appearances over truth. Machiavelli emphasized that it is more important to appear virtuous than to be virtuous. In the pursuit of money and power, appearances become weapons. A ruler must appear generous while being calculating. He must seem just while using injustice to secure control. He must project strength even when he is weak. Money helps project these appearances. A lavish celebration, a bribe hidden as a gift, a donation to silence critics. These are not acts of kindness, but investments in power. Fear is currency while money can buy loyalty. Fear cements it. Machiavelli famously said, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." Love is fickle. It vanishes in hardship, but fear stays. It protects authority when charm and wealth fail. The prince who uses fear wisely never loses control. But Machiavelli warned, do not inspire hatred. Fear must be measured, clean, and justifiable. When you punish, do it swiftly and decisively. When you control, do it silently and intelligently. Divide and rule. Control, Machiavelli believed, often comes from fragmentation. When people are united, they become strong. When they're divided by money, status, or conflict, they are easier to manipulate. A wise ruler allows competition, distrust, and rivalries to grow beneath him. He stays above it, untouched. This isn't evil, it's strategy. By keeping factions distracted, the leader remains the only constant, the one figure capable of unifying or crushing them. The danger of generosity. To Machiavelli, generosity is a trap. The prince who is generous will be forced to tax his people heavily or deplete his own resources. Excessive generosity makes leaders weak, dependent, and open to manipulation. Eventually, the people turn on them for not being generous enough. Instead, be feared for being frugal. Be respected for investing in power, not wasting wealth to buy short-term approval. Control the narrative. Whoever controls the message controls the masses. Machiavelli didn't live in the age of media, but he understood how stories shape loyalty, fear, and obedience. A ruler must shape perception, never admit weakness, never let truth get in the way of usefulness. If a lie strengthens your rule, it is not a sin, it is a tactic. Machiavelli believed that public perception could be weaponized. Leaders who understand this don't react to events, they shape them. Corruption is a tool, not a curse. Machiavelli was not naive. He knew that corruption exists in all governments, from monarchies to republics. He did not condemn it outright. He saw it as a tool. To maintain control, leaders must sometimes play in the dirt. They must reward allies, pay off enemies, or silence opposition. This doesn't mean becoming evil. It means understanding the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. Wealth and war, money fuels war. And war, Machiavelli taught, is necessary. Peace is not the default. Conflict keeps citizens sharp, keeps enemies fearful, and gives leaders purpose. He wrote, "A prince must have no other objective, no other thought, but war, its institutions, and its discipline. Wealth must be used to prepare for war, even in peacetime. Otherwise, you invite invasion or internal rebellion. Power is never given. It is taken. No one hands over power willingly." Machiavelli understood that power must be seized through action, timing, and boldness. Hesitation is fatal. He praised rulers who moved quickly, punished without apology, and acted before being cornered. Waiting for permission or consensus is for those who wish to lose. In politics and in life, control belongs to the bold. The illusion of freedom, even free republics, Machiavelli warned, are built on control. Citizens must be given rituals, parades, and elections, but true control lies in manipulating their beliefs. When people feel free, they rarely rebel. The illusion of freedom is more effective than the reality. Stability over morality. Goodness that leads to chaos is no goodness at all. Machiavelli believed that maintaining order was the highest duty of a leader. If lies, manipulation, or fear preserve stability, then they are justified. A leader must serve the long-term health of the state, even if the methods seem unjust. Human nature is predictable above all. Machiavelli believed people are driven by fear, greed, envy, and ambition. Those who ignore this live in fantasy. Those who understand it shape reality. This realism allows leaders to predict behavior, prevent rebellion, and channel desire towards state goals. Mastering Machiavelli's legacy in modern times. Machiavelli didn't just write about princes. He wrote about human nature, the constant, predictable drive for control, from boardrooms to governments, personal relationships to public image. Those who understand these dark truths are never surprised. They are always prepared. Money isn't power, it's a tool. Control isn't about domination, it's about anticipation. And power, it's not given, it's taken. If this brutally honest dive into Machiavelli's truth has opened your eyes, now is your time to act. Like this video to support more deep insights. Share it with someone ready to see the world as it is, not how they wish it to be. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel for more philosophy that makes you sharper, stronger, and smarter. The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. Niccolò Machiavelli. Stay aware, stay informed, stay in control.